He's a killer, been killing it, been going down up and down the I-5, doing shows all over the West Coast. Actually, the East Coast, too, I might add. Make some noise right now for KyleAdams.
Give it up for yourselves, guys. Thank you for being here. We definitely appreciate you. Hell yeah. I'm an elder millennial, which is a really fucked up way of telling me I'm getting old and I'll never buy a house at the same time. It's awful. But as an elder millennial, I need to apologize on behalf of us. I'm sorry for every terrible thing that we said about TikTok. We were wrong. Because I've been uploading stuff onto TikTok and Instagram, and I gotta tell you, I like TikTokers way more than I like Instagrammers. I was wrong. We need to protect those poor lip-syncing angels with all of our might. Like, honestly, the worst thing that has ever happened to me when I posted a video onto TikTok is some very nice neurodivergent individual took the time out of their day to correct my language on a joke. And then I wrote a better joke. The worst thing that happens to me on Instagram is they roast me accurately. I posted a video on Instagram and they're like, it looks like Weird Al Yankovic if he was stung by an entire hive of bees. It's on the nose. No one's roasted me that good since middle school. Honestly, though. We got neurodivergent people here, make some noise. Yeah, we got theater kids in here, make some noise. Yeah, that Venn diagram's a circle. I understand that. I definitely understand that. I'm neurodivergent myself. I'm ADHD. I was diagnosed as a kid. But I think there were some signs, like the fact that my mom put me on a leash when I was a kid. Any other leash kids? Yeah, bark if you were a leash kid. There's a few of us in here. I'm pretty sure when people saw us with our moms trying to get us to heal in the 90s, there were some third-party people who were like, you know, that's not cool. I think that might be kind of abusive. But us leash kids, we had it way better than kennel kids have it. Kennel kids don't get to go on vacation. We get to go on vacation. We just have a radius we can stay in. Honestly, I would have preferred a spray bottle. That's all I got to say on that. But everyone my age and younger, we have all decided that we're neurodivergent, by the way. I don't know when it happened. I think it happened at Comic-Con one year. We were all dressed as Batman and we're like, this makes sense. I think this is right. And everyone is trying to figure it out. We're all on TikTok. We're talking to our parents. We're talking to friends. We're trying to diagnose each other. And there's been a cheat sheet for this the entire time. If you're trying to figure out if you are on the spectrum or if you have ADHD, all you have to do, sit yourself down with Star Wars and Star Trek. Because if you lean more towards Star Wars, you have ADHD. And I apologize if this is news for you. But if you like Star Trek, you're autistic. Don't throw model trains at the messenger. Have you seen Star Trek? The characters either make no eye contact at all, or all of the eye contact in the universe. And that's intimidating, especially when they have yellow eyes. Also think about how Star Wars is told as a story. Star Wars is told the same way an ADHD person will tell you a story. We started in the middle. It takes us forever to remember the beginning. And then by the end of it, you're like, why the fuck did I listen to all of this? Star Wars needs to end. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but it needs to end. You know, mercy kills Star Wars. Come up behind it with some piano wire. Like Disney isn't just beating a dead horse now. They are pounding horse powder into the mantle of the earth. There's only one movie series that needs to end more than Star Wars. Do we know what it is? Fast and the Furious. America is waking up to the motherfucking truth. Oh, you're a fan? You're a fan. Okay. I'm so glad because this is the next part of it. We find a fan. I have to ask you, do you like those movies because you know that they're stupid? Or do you like them because you are stupid? Those are the two options, by the way. You're either watching it as a hipster and you're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, popcorn, or you're someone who claps after magic tricks. Those are the people who are keeping those movies profitable. Vin Diesel isn't even his real name. His real name is Vincenzo Gasolini. That's right, Hollywood is full of shit. If you need any further proof, those are the dumbest movies put to film. Just go and watch the 9th one, where they sent Ludacris, the rapper, into space. They shot Ludacris into space. That is literally ludicrous. That is crazy. Also, I didn't know when he wrote that song, I've got hoes in different area codes. His jurisdiction reached Mars. I did not know it went that far. Gotta tip my hat to him, though. In space, no one can hear you say, wiki, wiki, ooh, ooh. They need to stop those movies now. Like, we want term limits on government. We need term limits on Vin Diesel at this point. Like, because it's going to get bad. We're going to get to, like, Fast and the Furious 17, and he's going to have a Mitch McConnell moment. He's just going to be behind the wheel of some nitrous-powered whatever, and he's going to be like... There's going to be, like, a really nice PA off to the side. They're going to be like, psh, Vin, your line is family. Oh, man. Those movies suck. And they're actively making America stupider. I wanna mess around and use a Ouija board. Anyone have any experience with a Ouija board? Yeah. I want to use one so I can talk to Paul Walker. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I want to use a Ouija board, and I don't know if you guys heard this, but when I even mention Ouija boards, you can hear all the people who are Catholics and ex-Catholics, their buttholes close real tight. It sounds like some faint popping in the room. It's literally like they're not into it. My dad's an ex-Catholic, and he's like, there's no way that you can bring one of those into my house. I will not allow it. And here's the thing. Catholics and ex-Catholics, they are terrified that if you use a Ouija board, you're going to get a demon instead of the person you're trying to reach, and they're going to pose as your loved one and sneak their way into the human realm, is what they're going to do. And my biggest fear about using a Ouija board is that I'm going to be trying to reach my mom, and I'm going to know it's a demon because it's being way nicer to me than my mom ever was. She put me on a leash. I mean... I'm in therapy. That's not a punchline, but I appreciate you. Gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed that, but that was mostly women clapping for that, by the way. A lot of work we need to do. It's a lot of dudes out there that are auditing therapy from their girlfriends. I'm sorry, what I meant to say was you're bootlegging therapy from your new mommy is what you're doing. I got into therapy because I went on a bad date with a therapist. I do not recommend this. And she gave me free therapy, which I did not ask for. She sat me down and she's like, you have complex PTSD. I was like, I have more now. This is so uncomfortable. You're just adding on to the pile. I knew it was a bad date because it was with a therapist and it only lasted 20 minutes. I thought I got the full hour. I thought that's how that works. And I thought that she liked me. She saw me do a long set. She gave me her number afterwards. But I forgot that I talked about my dead mom for like 10 minutes during that set. So I don't think she was looking for a date. She was looking for a client. She's watching my set like, this is some spicy trauma. I am in therapy now, which is awesome, but I was looking for it for such a long time that now all of my targeted ads on Facebook are for therapy. My favorite one I've seen so far is just called man therapy. Thank God. Therapy that's not for pussies. Am I right, fellas? Ooh, 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 ooh. They're trying to reach dudes with their advertising. They're saying things like, it's trash day for your brain. It's time to clean out those mental gutters. But depressed people don't do chores. I don't know. If anyone told them, like I've been sleeping on the same pile of unfolded laundry for 2 weeks. That's not how you reach me. Also, I clicked the link to Man Therapy, and it just took me to Joe Rogan's podcast. It just went just got full circle. Oh man, you guys have been so much fun. I am in therapy mostly because I'm from Florida. It takes a really long time. Oh, the people talking through the whole fucking show are from Florida. What a big surprise. What a huge surprise. I smelled you guys. You smell like gator piss. This was supposed to be a clean set, by the way. No, I am in therapy because I grew up in Florida, and when you grow up in Florida, your role models are just bad people. The people you're around, they're awful. My grandfather was one of the worst dudes I ever met. He was a redneck with bulgy eyes. He kind of looked like a goldfish that was raised in a bowl of Bud Light. He was an awful dude. Awful, awful, awful dude. He was a racist, he was a homophobe, he was a sexist. I'm glad he's dead, but I wish he would have lived a little bit longer so I could have introduced him to some of my non-binary friends. Because then he would have just died that way. He would have been like, they're doing what? And I would be like, dude, did you just get their pronouns right on the first try? All right, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you.